Hey guys, Stephanie here. Please hit that like, subscribe, and share. And yay me, I made 500 subscribers. What? I know, like a lot of people are like, it's not a lot, but to me it is. No, I've worked my butt off for it. Not only that, but I'm honest about it. But anyways, so before I get into all the crazy things of this week, let's talk about, look, if somebody in your neighborhood is selling ice cream, the ice cream truck comes, don't call the cops on them. We're grown adults. And as a grown adult, you should not be tattletaling on each other. It's like you got these people like hall monitors on steroids when we were in elementary going around, ooh, I'm telling, ooh, she did this. Like, what is wrong with you people? Mind your business. If it don't apply, let it fly. People have become so obsessed with everybody else's business that they don't even realize their own business or what is even going on in their reality. Like, my God, you just had Mayor Lightfoot come out and straight up say in an interview on the news that they are going to be hiring a new force of people that will pledge allegiance to their new world order. That is exactly what she said. They're hiring people to pledge allegiance to their new world order. Then, on top of that Nazi bitch, and you know what? If you have kids, please do not play this around them. And these are all my point of view. I basically come on here and talk like I'm just saying random things that come in my head because I see this crap every day on TV and it's all around me 24/7. And it's like, why isn't anybody else speaking up? Like, seriously, why isn't anybody else saying anything? You know what I mean? And it's like other people are waiting for somebody else to say something. And then it's like you got mayors enforcing unconstitutional, like against your Bill of Rights, and people say nothing. Instead, the government tells you to snitch on each other. They reward you for it. And if you're not wearing a mask somewhere, oh, don't worry. Everybody in the store is going to videotape you and shame you for not complying. And where does this fit into? Trump comes out on an interview and says how he's going to mobilize the military to come and distribute vaccines to all of us. That just cost him an election. Do you know how many people? What do you mean? Whoa, back it up, yo. First off, how long has this vaccine been around? What are the side effects? Like, what? You just, okay, whip up something in a lab and you're like, okay, we're going to mobilize the military. Everybody put your arm out. Bam, you're good. Bam, you're good. Like, hold up. You got to get out of the feelings box and that fear of all this noise around you. You have to stop and think. Now, I'm a grown-ass adult, okay? When someone gets HIV or an STD or tuberculosis or they get cancer or they get, when people were dying from opioids, from HIV, I mean, all these viruses that have been going on forever, like things that are like the opioid crisis. You don't see them shutting everything down and drug testing everybody and making them get certified that they're not an opiate user because opiates kill and pharmaceuticals kill more than anything. So for Trump to say that he's going to deploy the military to come and they're beefing up their syringe supply, like what? And nobody is. Why isn't anybody saying, wait a minute? That means we're under full medical martial law. If they can come to your house and force a test or a vaccine on you, and if you say no, they can remove you from your home and put you in a isolation camp when 80% of the testing is like false positive. I mean, come on, dude. This is not realistic if you think about it. I mean, another thing people are not thinking about is when you think about the things that have been playing out with wearing a mask, don't wear a mask, citizens don't need to worry, then we do need to be worried. It's called cognitive dissonance and like gaslighting. Narcissists do it. Okay? So right now you have certain democratically run cities who like Elon Musk, like people are like, dude, I'm out. I can't take this anymore. Because there's a class of people, no matter how stupid and asleep you are, you have to acknowledge it and see it. That this isn't just, a Democrat, Republican, Trump thing. No, because you got Trump wanting to deploy the military. You got Mayor Lightfoot. They are putting ankle monitors on people. They want to put monitors on our phones, breathing tests on our phones. Trump's deploying the military. They're beefing up on their syringes and, their personnel. Like, has anybody been hearing what they're saying? Their health officers, their task force. I mean, is anybody questioning, like, well, what if I say no? What if I'm just like, no, I'm good? Well, you know what happens? You're not allowed to go to the grocery store. Your kids can't go to school. You're literally cut off from society. That's it. And on top of Trump mobilizing vaccines via military force, what the fuck? All right, in Brazil, in Rio de Janeiro? I don't say it right. But anyways, so a total UFO crash there. And then, oh my gosh, you guys got to check it out. Like, I don't think anything is a conspiracy. I think everything, it became something from somewhere or something. So it's always good to look into it. And I'm fascinated by things like that. I mean, if you think about it, we've been indoctrinated with alien costumes, alien themed parties, like the Area 51 raid. Like, they've been slowly indoctrinating us with this. And then, like, the military released that the pilot's UFO video. And then you have, like, Brazil. Like, there's a for real UFO that crashed. Like, what? And, like, that's not in the news either. Like, and then you think of, like, what a year this is cracking up to be. You know what I mean? Like, we've had a plague, locusts, phantom, floodings, tornadoes, about to have some hurricanes. I mean, we are just really going through it. And it's just like one drama after another every damn day. And these people who think they have custody of us and they're fighting over who gets to control us and who gets to vaccinate who and, who gets to survive their what the fuck ever they're trying to do. I mean, if you think about it, honestly, it's like a Elon Musk Neuralink, like, it's transhumanism, or going into bots. Like, we're dumb, dude. I mean, people don't even realize what's being done to them right now. They're just like, oh my God, you're not wearing a mask. Ah! It's like, you're an idiot. Like, they literally came on the news and said they're counting deaths that aren't COVID related. Oh my gosh. And they're not counting all the suicide rates and all that. And it's just because it goes to show how far people have gone from, like, anything good. I mean, pedophilia is now sexual orientation. You can start giving your child drugs at like 10 to change their gender. I mean, if people said this a couple years ago, you'd be like, what? But like shows like, Black Mirror and all this stuff on Netflix, everything, even with like the pandemic and the anti-vax movement, like all these shows on Netflix and all of them, these were written and done years ago or barely done. And it already tells the story. But you're still watching it and thinking like, oh my God. It honestly drives me crazy. Because it's like, somebody say something. But peacefully. Don't be a dick about it. And, another thing. Joe Biden came out and said that he wasn't, they came out and said that he wasn't actually the 2020 nominee yet. I guarantee you, Michelle Obama. And if Biden gets elected, they'll do the 25th Amendment on him. So Michelle Obama will be president. It's going to be like the Obama and Clinton. Like, they never even left. They've still been in our media, in our heads, in our news. They're everywhere. They never shut up. But they're writing books and making movies and, series and dramas. And, oh, look at me. It's all fake. They're liars. They're actors. Don't be brainwashed by them. Then the only reason why they want their power back is because they're getting caught for what they did. They're guilty. Don't fall for it. I don't even know what's going on with Trump right now. I'm honestly thinking either he has to know and he's trying to come up with a sugar vaccine or something to shut the Democrats up right now. So this entire country, doesn't go to total shit because it's already a shit show. I mean, majority of people, when they go back to work in another 3 months, they're going to be, 6 months behind on all of their bills with no income. How are they going to pay all that back rent? They're not. They're going to have horrible credit. They're going to have no utilities, nowhere to live. So these are the things that the media isn't telling you. They make it look like, oh, we're all in this together. No, they have people over them telling them what to do. But check out those aliens and wait. You know what I mean, in Brazil. It happened a couple days ago. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Do you think it's legit, a hoax? I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. I appreciate you. Love you all. Have a good night. Bye.